Hello everyone. In this week's video, we will be solving your worksheets from throughout the week. Let's get started with these ones. Here we need to compare the fractions, so find which one is greater, 6/9 or 6/9. Well, immediately you'll notice that both fractions have the exactly same numerator and the same denominator. That means they are equal. Next we have 10/10 and 6/10, and we have said that when a fraction has the same numerator as does denominator, then it is equal to 1 whole, because it means we have here, for example, where there's 10 pieces, well, we have all 10 of them. And here where there's 6, we have all 6 of them. So they're both 1 whole, meaning that they are, again, equal. Next, we have 1/11 on one side and 1/6 on one side. 1/6 is greater because when the numerators are the same, the greater fractions, the one with the smallest denominator. Here we have 1/12 and 2/12. So 2/12 is more because when the bottom numbers are the same, when the denominators are the same, the greater fraction is the one with the bigger numerator. Then we have 2/3 and 2/5. 2/3 is greater, like this one. Here we have 6/7 and 6/6. 6/6 is like this one also, where the numerators are the same. Now we need to make these fractions equivalent. So we need to think, how many times 4 makes 8? And the answer is 2. So since I multiply the bottom number with 2, I need to multiply the numerator with 2 as well. And 3 times 2 gives us 6. Here we do 11 times 3 to get 33. And then we do 2 times 3, which gives us 6. Here we could do 3 times 3 to get 9. So, oh, come on. We're going to do 10 times 3. 10 times 3 makes 30. Then we say 5 times 4 makes 20. So what times 12? Sorry, what times 4 makes 12? The answer is 3 times 4 makes 12. Next we say, what 4 times 4 makes 16. So 7 times 4 will give us 28. Next we say 16. Oh, here it's reverse. So here basically the small fraction, the fraction with the smaller numbers is on this side. So okay, so here's the options basically. You can make the arrows go this way, but you got to make them instead of multiply, because you can't multiply 16 with something and get 8. Or you just have to draw the arrows going this way. And you can say 8 times what makes 16? And the answer is times 2. So what times 2 makes 12? And the answer is 6 times 12. 6 times 2 makes 12. All right, next, find the result. We want to find 3/4 of 28. So here we need to do 28 divided by 4 multiplied by 3. (28) divided by 4 will make 7, and then times 3 will make 21. Next, we have 5/8 of 64. So we take 64, we divide by 8, and we multiply by 5. 64 divided by 8 makes 8, and then multiplied by 5 will give us 40. Next, we want to find 2/6 of 48. So we take 48, we divide by 6, and then we multiply by 2. 48 divided by 6 will give us 8. And 8 times 2 will give us 16. Lastly, we say 48 times 42, and we're doing 42 divided in and multiplying whatever we find by 6. 42 divided by 7 makes 6. Multiplied by 6 makes 36. Okay, so that's exercise 1. Let's move on to exercise 2. Here we need to, first of all, we need to add these fractions. So let's do that. 12/17 plus 3/17. Well, 12 plus 3 makes 15. What? 15/17. Denominator stays the same. Next we have 11/12 plus 1/12. So we're whole denominator. So we have 7/10 plus 2/10. And this is equal to 9/10. Next we have the subtractions. 8/11 minus 5/11. Here we say 8 minus 5 makes 3. 3 what? 3/11. Next we have 7/16 minus 2/16. 7 minus 5 will give us 2. 2 what? 2/16. True or false? 2/5 is equal to 20/25. This is false. Let's prove why. You're confused, where do I start from? And the answer is wherever you want. If you start from the top, what you're going to see is 2 times what gives me 20? 2 times 10 gives me 20. All right, but then if I multiply 5 by 10, I should have 50 here, but I don't. If you start from the bottom, what you'll get is 5 times what gives me 25? 5 times 5 gives me 25. If I do 2 times 5, I'm going to get 10. So neither of those is correct. So this is false. Here, 10 times what gives us 100? 10 times 10 gives us 100. And then 5 times 10 also gives us 50. So yeah, this is true. And we have 4 halves equals 12/6. This is in fact true because 4 times 3 gives us 12. And 2 times 3 gives us 6. So true. Next we have 12/11 equals 24/33. We need to think, again, wherever we start, we need to think 12 times what gives me 24? 12 times 2 gives me 34. Gives me 22. Oh, I don't have 22, so that's not the correct number. 11 times 3 gives me 33. The 12 3 would give me what? 36. Definitely not 24. So this is false. And that will be all for today. I will have a good weekend and see you again on Monday.